This week, we're going to mash it up for you.
Mash it up like mashed potatoes.
Just get them mashed potatoes. Different topics, smashed together. Let's send it.
What's up, everybody? Thank you guys so much for joining us here at Full Send Living today. Thank you so much for subscribing, hitting that like button, and ring that bell. Smash it. Ding, 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 ding. That way you get notifications every single time a new podcast drops. Thank you guys so much for listening. Let's get into today's topic, Nate.
Okay. We're going to mash it up, guys. We just have some lighthearted stuff today. I think the past couple topics we've had, they're a little heavy, a little
heavier.
thick.
Yeah.
They're thick.
Like
So we're just
gravy and
going to
molasses.
dial it down and just have some easy, just veg out and have some fun.
Yes.
Does that sound cool?
That sounds great. Let's get into it, Nate.
Okay. First mashup topic is we've had a pretty good year, right? I mean, what month are we in now?
It is
It's October.
October.
I mean, we're doing it. Stuff's going on. We've got stuff going on. So first thing was, what's something new that you've tried this year?
Apple farming. Yeah. Oh, we just got back from Chicago. Let's do something different. So
Okay.
you guys, most of you already know we bought an apple orchard this year, so that's been our big thing.
Old news.
Let's do something new. So last week we were in Chicago and I tried oysters for the first time. And that was really interesting.
How was it?
Not as bad as I expected
How
it to
sweaty were your hands
Not
when you
sweaty.
saw those? Nothing?
No.
No?
It's not as like when we went on a cruise together, everybody was eating escargot, which is like little snails,
Yeah.
and I was not
having
gonna do
it.
that.
Like he was just like, no.
Lydia was eating them, and I was like, I'm never gonna kiss
Yeah.
you again.
Yeah, she was going for him.
Yeah, but like we just, it was.
I've never had that.
It is a very interesting texture. It will trigger you a little bit if you've got a texture thing, and I have a texture thing.
How do you? What's the description there?
It tastes like, well, it tastes good. It tastes like clam. Like, so clam, if you've ever had clam chowder, the clam taste in clam chowder, that's what it tastes like. But the texture is very like, oh, it's going to get gross. It's very like rubbery, boogery, and snot like.
Man, I can't wait to try that.
And then you add, which it was funny, is you add vinegar and you add like a Tabasco sauce and stuff like that to it. And I was just thinking, like, by the time I eat this,
it's not going to be anything.
I'm not even eating oyster. I'm just eating Tabasco sauce and vinegar. So yeah, that was what I tried. It was not bad. I ate two. I ate one, was like, okay, that's not bad. I'll do it again. Lydia ate two or three.
How was she with it?
She liked them. She was like, I'd totally have them again. I would never prefer to like, I'll have oysters. I would never do that.
Two oysters.
If someone's
over
like,
here?
hey, here's a free oyster, I would try it.
Would you first say, where'd you get it though? I mean,
Yeah. Like if I was on a coastal town like San Diego or
any Diego.
Yeah, any Diego or Sacramento or
any Cremento, I'm in.
Any Mento.
Yeah.
I think I would try it if it was a fresher thing. I think Chicago, it's like they're not
close
super
enough.
fresh.
It's probably out of the lake.
Yeah, it might be. I don't know.
They're like, we got snails.
Yeah. What was the new thing you tried this year? That was just my like newest thing.
That was like right out
recent.
of the gate.
Yeah.
I still smell that bad boy in there.
Yeah. I have many more new things, but
that was a good one.
Yeah, that was last week.
New thing I tried this year was indoor rock climbing.
Oh, no way. Where'd you do that?
This place, I can't remember what it's called. It's like Planet Rock, I think it is.
Okay. Is that in Michigan?
Yeah, there's a couple of them.
No way.
This was like about an hour away, maybe. It was cool. So we took, the idea was for Landon for his birthday. He could bring Landon and a friend, whoever. Mm-hmm. So we did the indoor rock climbing.
Landon is Nate's nephew.
Yep, there it is. Landon's my little nephew. And we signed up for like the whole package deal to where you could, you had to learn to belay each other. So we had a lesson.
Is that like?
That's where you like if you climbed up, I'm holding you from
fall.
crashing to the ground.
Okay.
And so Kate was my partner.
Ooh.
Gig.
She holds your.
Yeah, I pulled her off the ground once. Like,
oh, cool.
But she got me like locked in, and then I lifted her because I slipped.
Oh, no way.
But that was really cool. That was something I liked it because I'm not too into heights anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't mind them, but sometimes, or if it's the right situation, I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. And at one point I got to the height of where I'm at the top of this part of the wall, but it was like I climbed a wall up here and then you could be way down here and climb all the way up too. Mm-hmm. So it didn't feel as high until you turned around and like, so I told myself, look, just turn around and look, because I don't know, I was starting to get that weird, like I'm a baby.
You start getting shaky.
I was just like, I don't want to be up here anymore, but my wife is holding me, you know, so I'm like, I have to. And so that was really neat. I definitely want to do it again.
Yeah.
And Bear wants to go because Bear saw pictures and he was like,
ooh,
where's this? What is this? Because we made him go to my mom and dad's or something. He went to his grandma's. So he wants to go, but that was something very new. And now we're like not like we're licensed. Like, I can belay you.
Yeah.
But we can go anytime now and it's way less expensive than the first initial run.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
There's
and
something,
Kate liked it a lot more than she thought she would.
That's cool. Yeah. There's something really powerful about like doing something new with people you love. Yeah. Because it's so, you're so vulnerable. Like in the moment, you're just like, oh boy.
Dude, and too. Okay. So this was like when somebody else is already doing the thing and you get there.
Yeah.
Like, they had like all these people are there. It's like their gym, like all these like rock climber guys and gals. So when we show up, we're just like chalk bag, like chalk everywhere. LeBron. Yeah, and they're like pros, and there's this one section was a bouldering section, which way cooler than I thought. There's no rope or anything. It doesn't get really high, but it gets high enough that some friends of mine went a year or two ago, and somebody fell and like busted their leg, like broke it, like. To where EMS came and took them out.
Dang.
But the bouldering part was, it was really fun, but that unnervingness of trying it new and all these like pros are like, okay, some noobs.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it was really fun to just put it out there and go for it.
That's cool.
And Landon was stupid good at it, which was so annoying.
Yeah, he's a little monkey boy.
He is.
Yeah. We just did, speaking of heights, we just did Cedar Point before Chicago. And we went on Millennium Force, and it's been for like 13 years since I've been there. And when we got up towards the top, I like had my hands up, and then there's only like walk guardrails or wherever where you can get off. Yeah. And then eventually it just stops, and you're just hundreds of feet up in the air, just floating on this little piece of steel. I had this like moment with Lydia. I was like, oh, I was like, I don't.
Fight or flight, we need to go.
Oh, I don't like that. There's no safety. Okay.
And all it is that lap belt.
Yeah.
If you're in the very front, Kate and I did that one in the front row, and you can't see it goes underneath of itself on the way down, which is like, okay, who designed this?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a
yeah, that feeling of like, oh gosh, what do we do?
And you can't get out.
Yeah.
You're there.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Okay, next question.
Next
Nate.
question.
Let's do it.
What is your favorite rom-com?
Oh boy.
Romantic comedy.
How about you start with this one?
I don't know.
You do this one.
I don't know. I really, honestly,
I feel like the answer
stupid.
I have is not even a real one.
I don't think mine is either. Nacho Libre. It's a love story.
It is a love story.
I use my hand to wipe my tears. Yeah, I don't know. Let's start with that one, and then
that's fantastic. I was gonna say Hot Rod.
Love you, girls. Yeah, that's why our wives love watching rom-coms with us.
I'm trying to think of what rom-com Lydia would say she likes. What's the one where she's like a spy, Miss Congeniality?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked watching that with Lydia. That was like, she's Sandra Bullock's like a spy, and then she's like a tough girl, and then she has to do a pageant. And then they make her pretty. Yeah, that was funny. They
get her all dolled up for the show. That's a good one. I remember that.
See our reactions to just talking about it. We're like, Nacho Libre, hot rod, and then Miss Congeniality is okay.
Like really, yeah. I don't know I guess I'm realizing right now. I don't think I know what a romantic comedy is. But I think one that Kate watches all the time if it's on, and or we'll put it on and I'll watch it with her, is The Devil Wears Prada.
That is not a rom-com.
No, because it is.
It's not.
Dude, no, she has a boyfriend and they break up and then they get back together at the end.
The Devil Wears Prada?
Right?
No. No.
What is it? It is. Do your homework, people.
No.
Because she gets let me tell you what the movie's about.
You've probably seen it more than I have, but I don't recall that.
I guarantee you I know it. Okay.
Steak? I want my steak.
I don't remember
Michael Scott pretending to be Devil Wears Prada.
She gets a job there at the place.
Fashion, whatever.
Fashion icon.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. She gets the job. She's got a boyfriend.
Two
and then
men
she becomes a totally she becomes a totally different person, Ethan. Yeah. You would not recognize her anymore. After months of working in the intern.
Oh yeah, because then she totally backstabs her best friend who was like
I'm explaining what the movie is.
Yeah.
So
see how it's all dramatic and not funny at all?
No, there's funny parts. See how it's
all rom and no com?
There's com. And all sorts of funny stuff happens to her. And the comedian
I don't remember
portion.
Anything funny happening to her.
Oh, yeah, tons of stuff. Like the one girl can't go to Paris because she gets sick.
Yeah, and then she leaves her alone in the hospital, and she's like, I'm not your friend anymore.
Yeah, and then...
or something like that.
Then she's like, no, I want my boyfriend back. And then they end up...
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if now I actually don't know if they actually end up together.
Yeah, not rom... It's not hilarious.
I don't know what a rom-com is.
If you want to see a really good rom-com, go watch The Devil Wears Prada. It'll blow you'll laugh, you'll cry. I think
Saving Private Ryan is actually my favorite rom-com.
Yeah. Because he just has to get to Ryan. Yeah. He just wants to save Ryan to tell him that his brother is dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
we're going to work on that. All right, I'll tell you what. We're going to do an episode where we pick out the same rom-com and watch it with our wives separately, then do a breakdown of the rom-com.
What would be more funny is if we watch a romantic movie, like we just watched Titanic this week. If we watched
that's not
Titanic,
a rom-com?
No, any
see, I know what a rom-com is.
Any chick flick. We watch a chick flick with our wives, and then you do a synopsis with Kate, and I do a synopsis, and then they both correct us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fads. Next topic.
Yep.
New side topic. We're gonna learn what a rom-com is and get some better stuff going for you guys. Sorry about that.
I thought it was fantastic material.
Thank you.
Any.
You know what? If whatever. Fads. We got some fads happening right now. Okay. And what are fads happening right now that you kind of hope stick? And then maybe what are some that you wish came back?
Fads that I
maybe
wish
what is anyone else throw in? What are some fads that you're good with? You just go away.
I feel like there's lots that I'm like, that's good to go away.
Pumpkin spice.
Oh, whoa. Wow. Coming in right at the top of the pyramid.
Not a fan.
The Holy Grail.
Not a fan of it.
Wow.
I don't want it.
Comment below how you feel about Nate dethroning pumpkin spice
it's not
from the
a real flavor
pyramid.
For anything that needs to be eaten. I'm not really into pumpkin pie though either.
Yeah. Well, boo. Get out of here. Okay.
When I'm
one
watching
that I
Devil
wish would
Wears
go
Prada,
away. I'm not into the mom jeans, like how mom jeans came back, and it's like it's like high waisted, but it's not. It's gross denim. That's what it is. It's just gross.
It's too much denim.
Yeah,
it's getting too high.
Too high.
It's everything,
and it's too like
when you gotta unzip your pants to look out.
Yeah.
Stop. Cut it back.
It's done. It's like so. and it's not flattering either. Like it's just like the 90s. It's just
the
bad.
mom jeans.
The mom jeans. Which I feel like they came in really fast on like TikTok and everything like that.
Came in hot and heavy.
And then I feel like they're already starting to fade away because everybody's like, I look terrible in these. So I'm hoping that girls pick up on that.
You know, and I don't know if this is a fad. Now I don't know anything. Ever since I found out The Devil Wears Prada is not a rom-com, I don't know anything anymore. But I remember like socks with sandals was not cool. And then now it's cool, which I'm happy about.
Yeah, convenience.
Yeah, because I got my little Birks, slide into those with my socks on.
And nobody's like, what?
No one's like, hey, are you samurai? What are you doing? Like, that's like, you know, everybody's fine with it.
Yeah.
So that part, I'm good with that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that. You know what? I kind of miss like when like the hipster look was a thing a little bit.
All right.
A little bit.
You had.
I was not a hipster, but I had like hipster clothes and stuff.
You could have worked at Starbucks.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah, you could have.
I could have worked
with
at
that
any
man bun. You could have worked.
Oh, that's true. That was a good look, though. You gotta admit.
It did look cool. I was jealous.
Yeah,
I don't have the hair.
I feel like
for
that.
it.
Yeah. I can't. I feel like so much between like late 2010 to now, there hasn't been this great divide of something. Like I feel like it's all just kind of morphing into each other. Here's a fad that I think is cool.
Go.
It's called like casual up casual or something like that. Casual up clothes or whatever. So it's like wearing casual pants and like sneakers, and then like wearing a like nice blazer jacket.
New York
over
casual,
top.
man.
Yeah, it's like I'm totally here casually.
Unless you need
But
me
if
not
you need
to
to
be.
if you need to interview me, I'm also
ready.
ready. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's kind of like
right.
a fun look. It's very Fresh Prince feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially for girls, because like girls are wearing like oversized jackets now and stuff. But I think it's cool.
It sounds cool. I don't know. You know what my problem is? You don't have the problem. My problem is I no longer maintain a sneaker that's clean.
Ooh,
That's a thing.
boo.
That's a real problem for me. I've got, what am I running on right now? I got my Birks, which are going to be going away because it's getting cold.
Mm-hmm.
I got some Vans.
Those get dirty quick.
They do.
Yep.
I got some boots. I don't have a lot going. You got like
Yeah.
you got a thing.
I got
going.
like 10.
You got to look.
Here's the deal. So like when I started getting into sneakers are really in. They've always been in, but like sneakers, they're the bug. Oh gosh, there's a moth in here. Oh Lord.
Keep an eye on them for us. Oop.
Kind of. Okay.
Okay.
So
sneakers.
Sneakers. When I found out like this whole idea of like you get enough sneakers that you can rotate them and they all look perfectly clean, because if you rotate them, you have enough time to clean them before you wear them again. Game changer. So like I wear my shoes, and then when they all get kind of dirty, I just give them all a bath. I put them all in the bath with Tide detergent, blah, blah, blah. I just scrub them down, and then I use like a special sneaker cleaner, and then they look like I just bought them.
Ready to go.
It's awesome.
Casual up.
And it
up
just
casual.
feels, it literally, I love like the feeling of like wearing a shoe that looks brand new. Everybody loves that.
Yeah,
feeling.
you feel
But
awesome.
you literally get complimented every single time.
I haven't gotten a compliment since like 2001.
Yeah. So we'll get you there
We'll
one
get me
day.
back. Here's some.
Yeah.
Let's go back to this. Are you ready to have like baggy jeans with a hammer holder on the side? And
Oh, dude, I'm not ready for that. Is that coming back right
gotta
now?
be coming back. Which actually is going to lead us into our next.
I'm not
thing.
ready for that because I'm not into that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not
No,
into
you got.
it.
Yeah. You like
Yeah.
them tight.
Toy. And I just started wearing joggers like a year or two ago, and joggers
Like right when you got your confidence there,
Yeah.
they're like, "No, you need something big and
Bigger,
baggy." You're like, "No, I just got tight pants."
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, next
It's
question.
coming. All right, next one. Our 10-year age gap.
Yeah, I love this question.
Okay.
So Nate and I are super good friends, and I am 29. You are.
I just turned 40.
Yeah, I just turned 29.
There
So
it is.
we're 11
11.
years different.
11 years different.
Which is super crazy. and it's hilarious because the majority of Lydia and I's friends are substantially older than us. We even just visited my Uncle Mike, and my Uncle Mike's, he's like 15 years older than us because he's the youngest out of my my dad's siblings. And we were just thinking, like, this is weird. Like, it's weird. Like, our Uncle Mike is almost as old as Nate. And we're making that.
Right.
It was just funny. Like, we were just thinking, like, we're hanging out with Uncle Mike, and
he's only 5 years.
He's only 5 years
me.
older than you are. It's so weird. Yeah.
Okay, so the 10-year age gap.
Yeah.
The question is, when does an age gap not make a difference?
As long as you're 18 years or older. That's when it really doesn't.
That clears up a lot of red tape.
That's when society says this is okay, people.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're watching this, that's okay. We're talking about friendships.
Well, both. Though.
I had to go there. Yeah.
What's funny? I'll throw my sister under the bus. When we were like in high school, Cheryl was like, she's a year ahead of me. But she would, she'd always hang out with her friend who was like her manager at like the Big Boy or something. And I always thought it was weird because it was like an old lady.
Yeah.
But they were like pals. But it's because they were coworkers. But she'd always hang out with Sharon.
That's funny.
Like, why are you going to Sharon's house?
This is weird.
Weird.
Yeah.
But that was, I always thought that was weird. I'm sorry, Cheryl. All right, I got it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Sharon, she was cool.
Yeah. I always think it just kind of comes down to where people are at in life. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying this is the scenario between us, but if you have a older person hanging out with a younger person,
right? Like maybe like this scenario,
or like a younger person, there's a chance that they could just be like pretty immature, and they'd rather hang out with more immature people because they're still in that stage of life.
Okay, here's something real. Can I share this?
Share it.
Through my 20s, I was in the band. And I joke with Kate, like we talked about it, but it like slowed down my development. In the sense of like I was always hanging out with people younger.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we were like in our mid-20s or something at the time. So then you're hanging out with dudes and bands that are like 19 and stuff. And then we were like right in the mix. And then you're like playing at different venues with like younger crowds. So I was like, there was like this chunk of my life where I just like de-aged, like I froze.
Yeah.
And not even in the sense of like in a bad way, but like in like a funny way where like, I think I know, and I think that's what lends me to being, because my birth date, I'm kind of on the cusp of those generations anyway. But it's like I know enough about Nintendo to fit in with the people who are up to like 45 years old.
Yeah.
But I also know enough about Pokemon to go to the other. Yeah. So it's like, so there's this funny moment of like, you know, like that happened to me in real life.
It's so funny. It's really funny you said that. Yeah. Cause it's like, we always found ourselves, Lydia and I, becoming friends with people who were just in a similar stage of life. And so like you guys had Bear. Bear is like
10. He's 10.
About
10.
3 years older than Grayson, a little bit more. And so it's like, well, our kids are really close to the same age. So we ended up, and we had kids so early.
And we waited a while.
Yeah. And
I was 30.
Yeah. We were 20.
Yeah.
So there it is.
There it is.
Exactly. So that, you know what I mean? That commonality is like what we always grabbed hold of. So like when we think about a lot of our best friends, they're all about your age. But then it's funny because then you get people who like don't have kids and then they have kids and then immediately it's like, oh, it's like then all of a sudden everybody connects. Like I think about like
grafted in.
Yeah. Like, so I think about Andrew and Maddie. Shout out to Andrew and Maddie.
Yo, what's up, Andrew?
Andrew and Maddie are Nate.
Yo, Andrew.
That's
Andrew.
Andrew and Maddie got married and then they started having kids, and it was just funny how as soon as you have kids, how much easier it is to like connect with each other because you understand each other.
Get it.
You just get it.
You have a whole new problem on your hands.
Yeah.
That another parent's like, yeah, I know.
Yes. Yeah. So,
but then like, okay, so with the gap, I mean, I don't know I mean, I guess it just comes down to you got to be able to chat with the person. You got to have conversation points. I remember bringing up Y2K to somebody at work. I didn't know freaking clue what I was talking about.
Yeah.
And I'm like laughing. I'm like, dude, I was so concerned my Firebird wasn't going to start up.
They're like, what's a
First
Firebird?
of all, what's a Firebird?
Is that a Pokemon? I had a Pokemon. I have a Pokemon that's a Firebird.
Yeah, and I'm like, you guys don't know the struggle, right? Don't come at me with that. So, yeah that's got to be a thing.
I think the most important thing is just like whoever you're hanging around.
As long as they're 18 or older.
Yes, but also, are they making you a better person or not? You know what I mean? That's like, it's like, I could hang out with somebody like Connor Wiley is another person I think of. Like, he went off to Bethel. When he comes back, like talking to him gives me life, even though he's like 4 or 5 years younger than me. I'm just, he talking to him brings me life because he is somebody who's like passionate about God. He's passionate about life, and he's chasing his dreams, and he's not taking no's for an answer, and you know, things like that. He's just like,
he's getting it.
He's just like he's not allowing things to stop him. He's not thinking about like, well, what about this and this? He's just like going for it because he has nothing tying him down.
Right.
And so hanging out with someone like that is super encouraging for somebody who has a lot of things tying him down, you know, where I can't do that, but it's really encouraging to talk to somebody in that situation.
Okay, next one, and this is the last one I have written down here. How far off the are you willing to live? Like if you had to go, all right.
You answer this one.
I realize, okay, I've been randomly thinking about just normal life stuff going on right now that just seems freaky when you really start to think about like all of these ships that can't come in that's bringing cargo and all. So the other morning, I'm brushing my teeth, getting ready for work. I woke up almost thinking about like I opened my eyes, I was like, what if there was a food shortage? I was like, oh, that's weird. So
I actually think about that often.
Yeah. So I'm going through this whole scenario. Yeah. I'm brushing my teeth, just like getting ready to prep, you know, like doomsday stuff. So then I was like, thinking of going off grid is like a funny rabbit trail to go down because it entails a lot of stuff. Yeah. So then like, how far are you willing to go? You know, and I think I'm willing to go farther than Kate, but I wouldn't last long. So I don't know that it would even matter. Like what am I going to do? Build my own garden and grow vegetables and I'll get some chickens. I can see that happening. Kate was like, oh, we'd get a cow. I'm like, would we though? Because I'll eat the dog. We can eat Buddy. Like he's got tender loins. Tender loins. Yeah, he's been like, you know, premium fed, this dog. So we juice him up and I don't know. But so I'm thinking like eggs, chickens, I could see that because they're kind of, I think they're self-sustaining. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't farm. So that's like the reality. I don't really hunt. I can hunt. I'm confident enough that I know I can shoot something and kill it.
Yeah.
I don't know how to clean it by myself. But I think with my medical background, I feel like I could clean an animal
for sure.
I mean, just based off of get its guts out of its body, its lungs and heart area, just clean out the whole chest cavity. Let me just talk through it. I'll do all that.
Yeah.
Not cut open the intestines because that seems like a problem. I've heard that.
That's accurate. Yep.
And I've heard that from. So I would.
Here's the cool part about gutting an animal, people. You cut that bad boy right down the sternum. You grab that esophagus. That esophagus is tied to everything.
Yeah,
so you
everything
just take
comes
that rope
out,
and
right?
pull.
Yeah. So you hit that zip cord, get it all out, and then at that point I'm just skinning it and stuff. But then here's where I get to. I don't like the taste of deer.
Yeah. Well,
so
if
you're
you're off grid, if you're surviving, you're gonna like the taste.
Well,
of deer,
yeah,
though.
that's I like to think I would learn that, but then you're getting into like no electricity unless you got solar panels. You know, so you have to do that.
Yep.
Hot water. Yeah, I want it. Mm-hmm. Now we got a new problem.
Yep.
I don't know, dude. I've been like when the power goes out, I'm on a well.
Yeah.
So my water's gone.
Same.
You're instantly in a third world country. Yeah, I don't care how much crap you have. If your water is gone, you're instantly like, oh, we can't do nothing.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Yep. It's the reality of like, okay, now we have no drinking water, but now we also can't go to the bathroom.
Yeah, you get one
because
flush.
You get one flush.
You make
so
it
it's
count.
Like if it's yellow, let it mellow. If it's brown, flush it down.
Or wait.
Yeah,
that's a real thing.
Yeah. Yep.
So I don't know. I still don't know how far we would go, but I'm like, all right, if I could afford some solar panels, yeah, let's do it and push the envelope, and then just probably end up dead.
Yeah. I mean, if we could own enough solar panels to do like a hot water heater
and a hot tub,
and hot tub, internet, just start listening.
Can you get high speed off the grid?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's
probably
I would
by
need
now.
that.
Thank you.
I'd want my own satellite.
SpaceX. Yeah. I think my answer is probably about off grid. Do you mean for distance?
I don't know. How far will you go? Like, I mean, go like somewhere into the woods that you own, like, I don't know, acres in Alaska. How I watch those shows. You watch them.
Yeah. If we had solar panels, and we had like a structure built and stuff like that. I feel like I'd be into it as long as we had the finances to get it going. But like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to just go out into Alaska and be like, okay, I'm going to build a cabin, then I'm just going to slowly add all these things and deal with not having power, not having gas, and starting a wood fire by hand every time. And
dude,
I'm not really into that.
I'm not into that
but I
at
also
all.
feel like I'm like not mentally prepared, but I feel like I'm like watching things and stuff like that to where it's like I'll at least know the knowledge.
Yeah.
Well, when you think about some of these huge cities like Chicago or New York or anything, these people have no
concept.
Grid. Like they're
Nothing.
like, fire. Where's fire come from?
Like if it's
sorry,
not-
I'm probably offending people. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
totally
he's
joking.
not.
But I'm just saying, like when it comes down to it, there's experiences that you have when you go into the woods alone for a certain amount of time that you just can't get by watching a show.
And that's where I give it to these people. They know if you can live out in the woods for more than a week.
Yeah, you're hardcore.
You're doing
with
it.
nothing.
Yeah, I know.
Naked and Afraid style.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
There you go, guys. Here's the thing.
That was the mashup.
Let's not lose the internet.
Yep.
Anytime soon for me and Ethan.
That's my number one. Do we have
story.
internet? Because
I didn't notice any power lines out here.
Yeah. Oh, they're underground? Okay, good.
Okay.
Good.
How's the Ethernet?
Yeah. All right. Do you guys have fiber out here? Is it one up, one down? Yeah, 1 megabyte up.
Even you're talking to a moose.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in. That's our mashup, man.
That's
I don't know. How do you send it? Mash up some ideas of your own and see what you're capable of.
Yeah.
Did you do anything new this year? I don't know. Think about it. Do you even know what a romantic comedy is? I don't.
Comment below.
Tell
us what a real tell us in the comments below on YouTube.
Yeah.
What is a real rom-com? Like some of your favorites.
And put in
that
the fads that you're into right now and that you hope will come back.
Yep. Awesome. Guys, we love you. Have a great day. Send it.
Send it.
Send
Bye-bye.
Bye.